Hello, my name is Caden Kirby, and this is my course, Introduction to Physical Education and Sports 1050. This is for the fall semester of 2017, and this is just kind of an overview of my course. Starting off on my homepage, I start off on my homepage by stating for the user to, welcome to my course and to take a look at the syllabus and at my announcements page. My announcements page, I think this is really important that this is on my opening homepage because most of my work and everything is going to come through the announcements page. So I think that it's really important to have that on there. So starting off, I have my learning theory, kind of just showing that really quick, do a brief overview. My purpose of the course, my goals and objectives, all activities that students will be performing, as well as what goal and objective they are tied to. And lastly, my assessment, how the students will be graded, what the breakdown for each grade will be, and then how, of course, they will score overall, and how many point values they need in order to see what letter grade they get at the end of the course. So moving on into my announcements. I have an announcement for each unit begin, starting with my welcome unit. This kind of just gives a brief overview of the course, how to perform. My unit 2, unit 3, so on and so forth. I go through all of these and I just kind of explain what happened in the last unit, kind of wrap up the previous unit, what's going to be happening in the new unit, as well as give, I'll just give an example from unit 3, as well as gives when the next things are due. So this is due the first Friday, this is due the second Friday. Obviously I wrote insert date. For my course, you'll see in a little bit, I did put dates on there for a fall semester, but I also put insert date here because in case this course is given a spring or a summer session, you can modify that. But I do give times and dates and when all that's going to happen. So going from my announcements kind of to the bulk of everything into my modules page. So into my modules page, I have everything broken down from unit 1 all the way to the final exam. Starting off in unit 1, I have helpful materials. This kind of helps out with my course, what exactly is going to happen. A lot of my course, since it is a physical education course, it's going to go through this Nike running app. So this is really essential, and that's why I put it first, because it's going to lead to a video to how to download the Nike running app and also kind of show properly how that's going to be used. Every week, students will have to take a screenshot of their Nike running app for exercise for the week, and it has to be 2 hours, and they will submit it. So right here, week 1, weekly exercise submission. So they'll submit that they've completed 2 hours right there, and that is worth 2 points. I have my announcement for week 1 as well, or excuse me, not announcement, assignment for week 1. So kind of just a brief upload. Students will answer the question, they'll upload it. Moving to unit 2, that's going to be my health and exercise. This is going to be about heart disease, exercise, properly eating right, diet, nutrition, all that kind of stuff. So I've got my helpful materials again. Students can click through these in order to get to the right page that they need to do. Got my submissions down here. Week 2, weekly exercise submission. Week 3, weekly exercise submission. Again, making sure that they're submitting their 2 hours of weekly exercise per week. My assignment, which is going to be worth 5 points. My diet and exercise quiz, which is going to be worth 5 points. And my health and exercise quiz, which will be worth 10 points. For each unit, there will be 2 weekly exercise submissions worth 2 points each, 1 assignment worth 5 points, 1 quiz worth 5 points, and 1 test worth 10 points. So again, going through this is my first sports unit, football. I go through these, again, just different kind of materials that the students can use, and all these test questions and quiz questions will come directly from these sites. So again, football assignment. Going into the quizzes, just going to kind of take a look at one of the quizzes. We'll look at the test, preview. So these quizzes, just quizzes and tests about different things from football. 19 questions, 18 questions about multiple choice, and then one question. And then one question that includes a kind of an open-ended question, 5 to 6 sentences. So going back, Again, volleyball, same thing, helpful materials, Unit 4 submissions, and again, students will be checking their announcements page every single unit because I'll give them exact due dates. And kind of like I mentioned earlier, I wrote due dates on here, but of course these can be modified if it's in a summer or a spring semester. But just kind of for a fall semester for this year, I already modified dates being due. That way, if you were to give this course, you can kind of get a good look at how things are supposed to be set up. So again, got a referees signal quiz. All the sports units quizzes will be over different referee hand signals. So I'll cut out pictures of that, and I will show, I'll have students tell me what that means. And again, these can be found in, these signals can be found both in the files page and in the modules page. So moving on, sorry, I'm just going to kind of shut these so it looks cleaner. Moving on to the basketball page, again, different rules. Basketball referee hand signals, so again, a link to how they're going to take a look at this. Week 8, week 9, weekly exercise submission, personal experience, that's the assignment for the week, referee hand signal quiz, and then a basketball test, again, worth 5 and 10 points. I do the same for soccer, again, kind of just going a brief overview. So you can see what these are all worth: 5 points, 10 points, 5 points, 2 points, 2 points. Wrestling, kind of the same deal: 2 points, 2 points, 5 points, 5 points, 10 points. And these are all, every single one of the quizzes is 10 questions long, and every single one of the tests is 19 questions long. Softball again. Softball, I broke it up into different slow pitch and fast pitch. That way there's different kind of differentiating between the two. And I do differentiate between the two as well during the test and the quiz. Again, 5 points, 5 points, 10 points. Then into final exam week, I got my last weekly exercise submission and my final exam. My final exam is 59 questions long. Just kind of give you a quick little overview of it. It's a lot of the questions is just overviews of everything. It is 10 questions from the diet and exercise, and then 8 questions from each sports unit. So overall, 59 questions. The last question is kind of a wrap up of the course. What did you think of it? How did you feel like you performed, and so on and so forth. So going back to my home page, again, taking me back here, reminding the students to take a look at their announcements, to kind of see the purpose and the goals and objectives and all that. So thank you for taking a look at my course, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.